Lego Maniacs, it's Ty Lego here, and today we have all three of the Mos Eisley Cantinas that Lego's ever made. So we're going to be reviewing and comparing all of them. So to start, we have the 4501 Mos Eisley Cantina. They're all called Mos Eisley Cantina. At 193 pieces, 5 minifigs, came out in 2004, retailed for only $30 US, and now this set's worth 227 new and 68 used. So pretty crazy. Then we have the middle one, and this is set 75052, had 615 pieces, 8 minifigs, came out in 2014, retailed for 70 US, and nowadays it's only going for 101 new or 79 used. I would definitely pick this one up if you guys can. We're gonna get into why. And then last but not least, we have the 75205 Mos Eisley Cantina, had 378 pieces, 4 minifigs, retailed for 40 US, and came out in 2018. Now what's interesting is this set's going nowadays for 34 new or 28 old, so it's actually depreciated a bit. But yeah, we're gonna look at all three of these sets and actually come up with which one, in my opinion, is the best. Begin, we're gonna start on this side of the table and work our way up through the years. So here we have the 2004 Mos Eisley Cantina. Interestingly, this was the last year that Lego actually made yellow minifigs for Star Wars. So I'm just giving you a 360 view of Luke's land speeder. It's nothing too crazy, but it's a vast improvement over the 1999 one. This was the first time they actually took a whack at making the land speeder again, and they've kind of followed this size and look ever since. So they did a really good job. What's really nice about it is it does have the lightsaber in hand, like just in here, which is pretty cool. And then we'll take a look at the tiny cantina. Again, this was only 30 US, so not a bad deal. I'll give you a 360 view of it. There's really nothing too crazy about this little cantina, but I mean, you get the drink area, little light area, doorway. And what's cool about it is there's actually a little blaster hidden under this little table. So pretty cool. Do really like that. And then let's take a look at the dewback. I just love this dewback. I mean, they kind of did the old thing with the dinosaur mold, but it's just really, really cool. I do believe that the new one's better, but this one just holds so much nostalgia, which will play a key factor in where this set ranks as far as how good it is. But I just think it's a really all-around good looking set. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to look at all the minifigs at the end and kind of just compare them in a more basic sense. So this video isn't super long, but I thought it'd be kind of cool just to bring them all together. But yeah, let's now take a look at the 2014. And here we have the 2014 Cantina. So just right from the get-go, we can see that this is a much beefier set. It's the most expensive set of the Mos Eisley Cantina line. But you know what? I honestly think that it warrants it. Like, it's such a great looking model. But we're gonna get into exactly why I feel that way. First off, let's just, in interest of comparison, because this is a comparison video, let's take a look at the two dewbacks. So you can definitely see there's a big difference. One is much more detailed. Let's just give you a 360 view of this dewback. So I really, really like this set, or part of the set. I really like the saddle. You can put his blaster here if you want. I really like how it's printed. His mouth does open. I actually should have showed you on the other one as well. The mouth does, no, his mouth does not open. My mistake. So that actually is an improvement. Just a very nice looking dewback. I just think they did an excellent job. And what's really cool about it as well is if you wanted to make it just look like a standard dewback without the saddle, you just put 4 of these pieces on there. Now I'm not going to demonstrate that, but I just thought that that was a really cool little feature that they did that. But now let's move on to Luke's land speeder. And here it is. So very, very nice looking model. We can definitely see improvements over the 2004 version. We got to cut it some slack just because this is 10 years newer, but just to see the two side by side, yeah, I mean, we can tell, as much as we don't like stickers, this is a much superior looking land speeder. This one just holds a lot of nostalgia, and it was the first of its time that started making the land speeder the correct size. So very, very nice looking. Just give you a 360 view of it. I love all these engine stickers, just kind of giving the impression it is a working vessel. It has a little control panel in there as well. Unfortunately, that is a sticker, but I still think it was a nice little feature. Sticking with that steering wheel. I'm not sure a land speeder is controlled by that, but whatever, not a big deal. And then what's cool is you could hide lightsabers in there. And just like the old one, and it does give you 2. So I really, really did like this land speeder. I think it was definitely a big improvement, and they haven't really improved on the land speeder since, to be perfectly honest. They still use those tubes though, which is interesting. But yeah, that's the land speeder. Let's now take a look at the cantina. Now this cantina has so much going on. Again, it is the biggest cantina that Lego's ever made. So right off the bat, let's just take a look on the left. Here we have very nice looking little bar. And what's cool about it is these drawers do open up and there's money in them. So I absolutely thought that was fantastic. I love the little details like that. And what's cool about it, I'll just actually get this back area out of the way. You get like a little moisture farm evaporator and a little area where the bone's kept. But what's really, really cool about this, and I'll just show you guys, is if you push this out, this little area where the bone's kept, this little area comes out and it kind of gives you a little bit better, basically makes it easier to play with. So you look at those Biff musicians, just fantastic. And then there you have Han and Greedo. They're about to blast each other. Who shot first? The famous question. And then right here, just another great area. We have the entrance of the cantina. Now what's cool about this is it all does open up, so you can kind of play with it a little bit easier. And there's some more seating in there. Just really great looking. Now I do actually believe that the new cantina actually improved on this entrance. Although, just mainly because of stickers. And actually, what's cool about this too is that the door does open and close. So very, very nice looking cantina. I'm just going to be perfectly honest. I think this is my favorite cantina, definitely, that was made. Vastly superior to the other two. But we're going to get into why. You're going to see the last one. So let's now move on to the 2008. Here's the final one, the 2018 version. So before we get into the cantina though, I'm just going to show you this little thing. This apparently is Greedo's little spaceship. It's not bad. I'm just not thrilled that Lego made this. Like, I don't see the purpose why. There's nothing too crazy. A minifig fits in there, no problem. It's just, yeah, I mean, it's, you know what? It does give a nice look for Tatooine if you're trying to make a mock or something. So that's actually cool that they made that. So to begin, let's just give you a 360 view of the cantina. Not bad. You're gonna notice that there's these little, basically chair things right up the bat, and what they basically kind of do is just make the minifig kind of dodge basically the blaster bolt, so you can make Han dodge Greedo and shoot Greedo. So I thought that was kind of cool. I mean, oh, and the other cool thing about this is this little piece right in the middle here, it glows in the dark. I'll try and kind of show you guys that. As you can see vaguely, it's kind of lighting up. It's, yeah, anyways, it's still a cool little piece. I did appreciate that about it. And then we'll get another area out of the way. Here's the bar. So if you just looked at the older bar which was much superior to this one. This one has no little drawers. There's a lot of little cups, and I appreciate all the bright colors, but nothing too crazy. It is much smaller than the other one. As Greedo had too much. He can't even sit in his chair. Right, there we go. All right, so why do I think that this front entrance is more superior than the older one? Although I do think the older one in general is a better cantina. Well, the door opens up just the same, but what I really appreciated is they had this writing on the top. That's pretty cool. Did like that. It's mainly just that sticker, honestly, that makes the main difference for me. It just, for some reason, that sticker just really brings it together. And then you have a little control panel right here. But yeah, nice looking cantina. Let's now take a look at all the minifigs and kind of compare them side by side.
Now, in the interest of not making this video 15 million years long, I thought that we just look at them kind of like this. I'll just give you guys a demonstration. We're gonna get a little bit more specific than that, obviously. And I kind of separated them by years. So just on the left, we get some Bith musicians, really nice looking, really do like them. Then we got Wooher, I believe I'm pronouncing that right. That's the bartender from A New Hope right here. And then here and here we can see the differences. Look at this, like this is the 2004 Luke, actually the 1999 Luke, they didn't change him. And then we have the 2014 Luke, so huge difference. Then right here, moving on, we got the basically 1999 Luke and the 2014 Obi-Wan. Very nice looking minifigs. What I'm gonna do is just give you guys back view. Again, this is a little bit more basic review. There'll be full reviews done on each of these sets, but just for now, I just wanted to really just give you guys a comparison of all these minifigs, which I think really works going side by side. Then moving on, we got the Stormtroopers. So here we have the 2004 Stormtrooper, the 2014 Stormtrooper, and the 2018 Stormtrooper. So the main difference you're gonna notice with these guys is their pauldrons. This guy's is orange, the other one's black, the other one's white. These two are super similar. And then you also notice their little packs. That's the way theirs looks. The 2004 version is identical to this one. That's the 2018. So the biggest difference you notice is the pack. One other thing that's kind of interesting about these minifigs is the 2004 has just a plain yellow face. And then the 2014 and 2018, if you can guess, angry clone face. So literally been around for years. Lego needs to change it. But now we're getting actually pretty interesting. These are the 6 minifigs that have always been in the Mos Eisley Cantina, which makes perfect sense. So as you guys can see, we got the 2004 Greedo, the 2014 Greedo, and the 2018 Greedo. And what I found really interesting with this is he's the only one, the 2004 is the only one with arm printing. Like arm printing was really rare back in the day, and he has it. Whereas the other two have leg printing, which is interesting. And their heads are basically identical, as you guys can see in the video. And then we have the Han Solos. So this was cool too, how they kind of have changed them over the years. Here's the OG Han Solo from 2004, 2014 one, and the 2018 one. We don't notice big changes, especially with the 2014 and 2018. The main difference is the hair. But yeah, nice looking minifigs. I'll give you a 360 view of them. I'll just turn this around. So you guys can see the differences. Obviously the 2004 does not have back torso printing, but he has arm printing, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, those are the minifigs. So crazy how they've changed over the years. But yeah, really thought that this would help out with the review. Just comparing them like this. Let me know what you guys think about that. But now let's get into the end of it and see which one is
Well, guys, that was my review. Do hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, looking at all 3 of these, they all got really good things going for them, but I'm gonna have to say, okay, it's kind of difficult. These two, I can't really compare the two. Like this one's great for nostalgia purposes. I think it was a great all-around set, just very simple but effective. So this one's definitely great. The other one, and I believe it's a tie between these two, is the newer one that came out in 2014. I mean, it's just honestly fantastic. You get 3 Bith musicians, Han Solo and Greedo, Obi-Wan and Luke, and then you also get a Sand Trooper. It's just a great all-around set, and it looks like the Cantina. Like this is what you'd want for a Cantina set. Then we have the one that came out in 2018, and as much as I think it's actually kind of cool that they came out with the bartender, it's just, yeah, it's just, it just feels like a downgrade. And I mean, you get this little vehicle, which who really cares about that? Like, it's still not bad, just nothing in comparison to this one. So I'm gonna have to say these two are tied. I can't really decide which one's better. They both have their strengths. One's nostalgia, the other one's just clearly what you want the Mos Eisley Cantina to be. And the least good one, in my opinion, although not terrible, is the 2018. It just feels like they really took a cut on it. But let me know what you guys think about these sets. Maybe which one's your favorite. See any areas they could maybe improve on them. I just think they're just all around really good sets. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. But if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing. And click that bell so you're notified for any future comparisons I do on this channel. But yeah, that's all I got for you again. But take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.